Alright, I'm going to read example 4 from your book and then we'll look at the solution on the board. It says a crop circle in a wheat field has a diameter of 100 yards. A World Cup soccer field is 70 yards by 110 yards. How much larger is the crop circle than the soccer field? And so we're comparing the area of two different shapes. We have a crop circle and a soccer field, so a circle and a rectangle. So area of a circle we find by doing pi r squared. Area of a rectangle is just length times width. So they said that for this crop circle that the diameter is 100 yards, so therefore the radius is 50 yards. So pi is 3.14, your radius is 50 yards, and 50 squared is what we're going to do here. So before I multiply, because of order of operations, I'm going to do my exponents first. So 3.14 times 50 squared would be 5 times 5 is 25, and then 10 times 10 is 100. So 2,500 yards squared is yards squared. And then we could work this out or put it in a calculator, but if we work that part out, we end up with 7,850 square yards. Okay? On the other side, I just have length times width. They said that the rectangular field was 110 yards by 70 yards. So 11 times 7 is 77, and 10 times 10 is 100. So we have 7,700 yards squared. Okay? But the question was, how much larger is the crop circle than the soccer field? So this is really a subtraction problem. So 7,850 minus 7,700 is 150 square yards. Alright, go ahead and hit the pause button and then work through those lesson practice problems, and then we will come back and work out the solutions together. Alright, let's do part A together. 45 minus 2 plus 4 times 5 minus 3. Start with parentheses. 2 plus 4 is 6. So 45 minus 6 times 5 minus 3. Okay, now I don't have parentheses, I don't have exponents, so now I do a multiplication and division, so I'm going to do 6 times 5 before I do the rest of this. So 45 minus 6 times 5 is 30, minus 3, and all I'm left with is subtraction, so I'm going to do that from left to right. 45 minus 30 is 15, and 15 minus 3 is 12. Okay, part B, 9 times 2 cubed minus 9 divided by 3. I don't have parentheses. My next step is exponents. 2 to the third power. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Parentheses and exponents done. Next thing is multiplication and division. I have multiplication, I have division. Okay, so I'm going to work this part out and then this part out. 9 times 8 is 72, minus 9 divided by 3 is 3, and now all that's left is 72 divided by 3 is 69. Alright, part C. Remember, if it's in fraction form, basically we're going to simplify all of the top and then simplify all the bottom and then divide. So forget about the 7 for a second. Looking at the numerator, I don't have any parentheses. Next step is exponent. 3 squared is 9, so rewrite that. 15 minus 9 plus 4 times 2, all over 7. Again, looking at the numerator, so I've taken care of parentheses and exponents. Now I have multiplication and division. So the next step is 4 times 2, which is 8. So 15 minus 9 plus 8 over 7. Now all that's left in the numerator is just addition and subtraction, so we're going to do that from left to right. 15 minus 9 is 6, and 6 plus 8 is 14. 14. Now I can just divide. 14 divided by 7 is 2. Okay, part D is a comparison problem, and again, that's just a trick to get us to do two problems and then compare using greater than, less than, or equal to. So on the left side, no parentheses, I do exponents. 3 squared is 9, so 1/4 plus 9 plus 6. Now all that's left is addition. So remember, addition is commutative. It doesn't really matter which order we do it, but let's just work left to right. 1/4 plus 9 is 9 1/4. And 9 1/4 plus 6 is 15 1/4. On the right side, I have 5 minus 2 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 divided by 9. So no parentheses, no exponents. Let's go ahead and take care of our multiplication and multiplication and division. So copy down 5 minus 2 plus 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 divided by 9 is 1/3. Now all that's left is addition and subtraction, so we work that from left to right. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 plus 8 plus 1/3. 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 1/3 is 1/3. So 15 is greater than 11, so the answer is greater than. Okay, in the last example, Jonah is making a model of the moon. The moon is a sphere. Your volume formula for a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. You don't have to know that. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to tell us that the radius is 3/2 inches. And they want us to find this volume and leave it in terms of pi. So I have 4/3 times pi. We're going to leave it as pi. The radius is 3/2 inches. And we're going to cube that. So order of operations says that we have to do this part first. So 3/2 cubed is just 3/2 times 3/2 times 3/2. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to replace that part. 4/3 times pi times 27/8 inches cubed. And now I can erase this. That's just my work. Okay? And now, remember, multiplication is commutative. It doesn't matter which order we do it. So I'm going to just take pi and put it on the end when we're finished here. But I can simplify here. 3 goes into 27 9 times. 4 goes into 8 2 times. And so I end up with 9/2 times pi inches cubed. So it's kind of weird because we're leaving it as an improper fraction. If you have 4.5 times pi inches cubed, technically that's correct. But since we're leaving it in terms of pi, we can leave that as an improper fraction. All right, go ahead and knock out your problems. We'll do it again tomorrow.